Hello my friends and welcome to episode 2 of Blood and Dust in the Extreme Desert. I am Iken and today there's going to be more struggle for survival. Going to fetch myself some new food and going to fortify this place, and long-term goal building a spaceship, short-term goal just staying alive. And we're going to see how far we're going to get with that today. So I don't have any bigger plans for this episode except for finishing the living room area here, finishing a throne room so people won't be breaking down as much anymore, and starting to construct a defense corridor over here. So these will be roughly the things we're covering up for this episode. And if you like this content, check out the rest of my channel. You might find something you might like there, full of base building and strategy games and stuff like that. Check it out, leave a subscription, don't miss anything, would help me a ton as well. So we're now getting right into today's episode with what's going to be a pretty rough ride. Power is not a problem at all, but right now, food, as usual with the extreme desert, is. Extreme desert environments are just very nasty when it comes down to food management. There's almost nothing living out here on its own volition except for a few people being that stubborn. But apart from that, we're quite poor here. Animals don't really migrate. I already ordered to slaughter our donkey number 4 because times are hard, and yeah. Reducing the amount of animals which are needing food is also a quite good way to help us out of this situation. Apart from that, it's not as bad as it might look at the first glance. Everything is so far quite good under control. I have a big stockpile of Thrumbo fur available. I just need to finish the tailoring bench, and then Amanda can tailor away on that Thrumbo fur, and we're going to produce some nice clothing which will be sold for some good penny. Right now, one of the biggest issues here seems to be our lack of food and all the mental breakdowns. We're having so many mental breakdowns, it's insane. But, well, these guys lost their colony like 3 episodes ago. It's no... this series is no clean start. They are quite experienced, and thus, they are having their own lives. Some of them already lost their loved ones, and yeah, it's been quite a hard time for these people. Alright, so I'm going to give Flay some meal, and I just realized that it's time to whip out the table. Oh, I don't want to do it out of Lurzolite, though. Okay, maybe no table for now. Just made sure we had a few meals before yeah, everybody goes crazy again. So the donkey will bring the colony through a little bit longer, but the potatoes won't be through in 3 days. I'm pretty sure about that. So hey, Jackboot goes for the insulting spray. Luckily, I now have a sleeping spot available, so can't do that imprisonment game again, because the last thing right now the colony needs is somebody insulting everywhere. But luckily he snapped out of the insulting spree once I started the what's it called? The arrestment process. Sometimes words are just a lack. And sometimes they just snap out of their mental condition when you start to arrest them. It's quite good when that happens, because your people won't be having the debuff of being arrested or imprisoned when that when it ends like that, which is quite cool. Okay, so slowly getting forward here with that. Just being very anxious about the food. So with the electric tailor bench done, I'm going to check out what I can do with the Thrumbo fur. It's 177 units, so how to split that up to use pretty much everything. So I could do ruffle shirts. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do ruffled shirts as long as we can. Because if I didn't, oh well, there's going to be some leftovers, but whatever. Let's make a, let's make some hat out of the rest or something like that. Okay, so I don't even get a warning about low food anymore right now. That's a good sign. Just hope that there's going to be some sort of animal migration one day, because that would help the colony as a horribly large amount. Oh, there's the low food again. I was already surprised. But apart from that, everything is set up and running. All I need now seem to be more components to set up geothermal generators, but everything one thing at a time. So this ought to be the throne room one day. I think I'm going to make it out of that green schist. Damn, I forgot to look it up. Pronunciation, gotta look it up, or somebody else can look it up for me. Now I talked so much about it, somebody else will look it up for me. I'm pretty sure about it. Alright, so let's wait for Caro's next mental breakdown, because it seems to me that that one's already, well, just coming along. So we're playing from catharsis to catharsis right now. What a weird way to play this game. Just picking up as many Lurzolite chunks as I can, because I love that green. It's one of my favorite colors out of that mod pack. Okay, so with every room getting done, I'm reinstalling beds. Or at least I'm issuing the order, because there goes Caro. So I can't arrest her right now. Well, Berserk is such a unfortunate condition, because somebody will get hurt, you know, always. Where's everybody? Why can't somebody help Jackboot? Okay, let's send Amanda. Flaze is also there. Alright. So just wanna let Jackboot run here from that situation to make sure he doesn't get wounded. Don't kill Caro, please. Alright, rip. So yeah, that's just how things go. My weapons are too good. Can't do anything about that. Oh dear. Well, what a rough restart. Are you at least now unhappy about it? My rival Caro died. Oh, so Flaze wasn't that unhappy about it. So if that's the case, my friend, you gotta bury her yourself. Wow, my rival Caro died. I'm happy now. What a person. Okay, I guess Caro was sick of cutting stones all day. I mean, I can understand that, but at the same time, it's quite a hard loss for us. Alright, doesn't help to mutter. Jane now has a new job, and that's cutting stones for us. I'm lighting up the crafting job for Jackboot and Flaze as well, so they're going to cut their stones whenever they can. They're on their own. I'm going to build that door. I was thinking about if I would do it or not, but looking at how much time we keep wasting for that way. So back to the beds after that unfortunate death of yet another colonist. Alright, but at least the food will now last longer. Gotta be pragmatic about these things. And I have a new room that I can use as a prison or a recruit, or, well, I don't know. Let's see. Just quite shocked about how many people are dying here. Shelter for an ally. So what's there? Rexus wants to be entertained by us for 13 days, and then they would give us some minuscule amount of resources. Thanks, but no thanks. quite concerned about my own well-being here. Thanks. So I also start to realize that when it's harvesting time, I'm not having enough people here either. Wow, we're really quite screwed here. That was let's see, I hope nobody else will die here. Okay. Ah, we're finally getting down to deconstructing those steelies. Awesome. So there's a lot of stone blocks per steely. That's quite good to get yourself new materials to work with. Wow, so let's reassign those beds. Flays and jackboot. You guys built those beds. Now you're allowed to have the first finished rooms of the colony. Wow. Doesn't happen too often that I kill my own colonists while they're on Berserk Rage. But, well, sometimes it just does happen. The only thing I could have done to avoid that would have been to, well, start meleeing with those rifles or something like that. Maybe I'm going to do that next time. Possibly this was all the mistake about it, but well, now I can't change it. Not the end of the world either. So let's check it out. Across the core, oh no, those potato plants won't be ready before we're starving again. So we gotta do something about that, and this is going to be yet another caravan. But luckily I now have enough materials to trade, and I'm going to leave jackboot and flays just at home, and they're going to be okay. Let's bring nickels and the last bits of chocolate, and let's start trading. Wow, we're really poor at this point. But good quality Thrumbo for a ruffle shirt, 800 bucks. So at least those Thrumbos were worth something. Okay, let's check out how much food I can acquire from that. I mean, if I get really desperate, I can also slaughter visitors and grab their items. Or I could start eating raiders. There's always an option if you really want to survive. But for now, I strive for the more civil way. Because I like it when my colonists behave and act like actual decent human people. I mean, nobody judges you if you're just living from raiders because you can, but I don't know. It's just my personal take on that. So, we're going to be a little bit hungry here. Juvenile donkey is ready here. I could slaughter that thing, but I want to let it grow a little bit more. Because right now, I think it would be a waste of all the time I invested if I just would slaughter that thing now. But at the same time, never mind, let's slaughter it. I'm so low on resources that I think it's a wise choice to do that. Stop feeding that thing with chocolate if you want to slaughter it. Come on, Flays. I couldn't change it. It was necessary. I'm sorry too. I did like the donkeys too. But Nichols has to be the colony's donkey. We don't have any more donkeys for now. So there we go. I really need some more materials. I'm not getting enough stone cutting done. It's something I feel very unhappy about. And also there's the component problem. I mean, sure, I do have a few, but gotta be careful about how to spend them. Because in the long run, I don't have too many of those. So, Caravan of Jane has again 1.6 days of food, but they ran out of food. I don't understand that logic. Alright, so 800, almost 900 bucks more. Nice. Oh, a charge rifle. Me want, me want. Architect arm. Me want even more. But no thanks. So, I'm going to pick up the Nutri-Paste meals here. Or, wait a sec, rot in 0.7 days? They rot that quickly? Yikes. Didn't know that. So, we're not going to pick up those. That's, no sustainable way of feeding my colony. I mean, trading is never a sustainable way of feeding your colony to begin with, but I rather take things that have a little bit longer shelf time. So, there we go. Alright. It's always quite depressing when when I spend all my money just to get some food. But sometimes you don't have any other choice. The only other choice would be eating human. That's a fact, sadly. So if you don't like that alternative, you gotta do trading. Alright, so now it's working out as intended. Jackboot is doing the stone cutting work because without stone blocks we can't construct. So it's a pretty nice configuration to make sure that your constructors always have the materials. They either produce their materials or work with them. So there's a civil servant from the Western Arailer passing by, starting to notice how delicious visitors look like. It's not a good sign. It's never a good sign when you start thinking about these things. Oh, we're able to do the wiring now. Nice. Okay. Caravan's coming home. Very good. Let's give those workshops a little illumination. And I'd say oh well. I gotta look up the materials I need for that throne room next, because I want to make Jane happy about that topic. And apart from that, I'm seriously considering to send some hunting parties now next, because I have the setup camp mod installed, and I could make some good use out of that. I mean, we have to travel quite some time to do some plentiful hunting in the desert, but it's still better than no wildlife at all. I mean, I decimated my my amounts of animals down to Nichols the donkey, so that's all the livestock I have left now. Nichols the donkey. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to install some hydroponics as soon as I have the materials available. But until then, I have to wait until we have enough steel and other stones to make that happen. So many things happening at the same time right now, so it's a little bit hard to stick to my words. Okay, so we have the next mental breakdown. Surprise, surprise. And I just noticed a really slick thing to do. I could be using this room for the throne room for the time being. I think that's my way how to deal with this situation. because there's no problem with having this as a throne room for the time being. I'm going to expand it a little bit. Because if I move the throne room later, I won't be dropping fine flooring into that room now, so... Oh, and there goes Amanda on the insulting spree. So, oh gosh. All my little breakdowns. So let's arrest that girl again, and unarrest her again. There we go. It's very, very nice to have somebody with 100% chance of success on arresting jobs. Alright. I need a new art bench, because I'm honestly quite scared about the future of this place. Sure, I do have now a few days of food. So let's check out that quest again. We would get a small scale attack on us 2 times. And can I have a look at Young before he joins? So is that somebody I want to have? Oh, hell no. Alright. Good thing that we talked about it. Alright. So this is going to be the throne room to be, but until then, it's still a long time. Yay! My first potatoes, the first 8 of them. Yay! All right. So, but Jane still got some insults on herself, so I'm pretty sure that's only a matter of time until she breaks down as well. So it's a vicious cycle. It's a very vicious cycle, but at least there's the option to do art now. Why are you guys not using your bedrooms that I built you? And there goes Jane's right down. Alright, Jackboot is back among us. That's a good thing, at least. Right now I feel like I'm playing Mental Breakdown Simulator. But, well, I hope it'll pass. I just hope it'll pass. So, these potatoes are now at a point where I could harvest them if I really need to. That's good. So, needing some more stones. As soon as everything here is built and completed, I want to be swapping over the priority to the green schist or schist. Damn, how's that pronounced? Whatever. Because I don't need the Lurzolite that much anymore. So no wildlife here. And Jackboot is having a prayer now. Okay, not the worst of ideas. So, finally I have enough steel in my inventory. Let's do a table, or I have even enough wood for a table. So out here in the desert, the real luxury is a wooden table. Never think anything else. So that donkey is eating 1 patch of potatoes a day. Quite mad with him about that, but I can't change it. Or, well, I can change it, but I don't want to. I mean, the poor thing has to eat something. So let's do some stools as well. And order some more scapolite mining, because I'm going to use that stuff to get rid of my money problems. I mean, that huge mountain here right next to me is a big resource cache, after all. So I'm going to make good use out of that. But until then, I have to wait a moment. Just getting those travelers and visitors. But if things go really, really bad for this place, I'm really considering killing a few of those and grabbing their pemmican at least. You don't even need to eat the people themselves. You can't just eat the stuff they carry. That works too. Hey, it's raining in the desert. This should give my potatoes some extra growth bonus. Wow, Jane is still not with us anymore. Good lord. This really did something to her. Alright, so time to change the priorities. There we go. Alright. Let's do some flooring for this room, and yeah, well, the rest of the royalty gadgets we're going to build as soon as this room is done. Alright. Now then, I have enough of those blocks to get a good amount of work going here. Perfect. But apart from that, sadly, no wildlife at all roaming these places. There's more gemstone here. So I decided to make this room my new hydroponics, because I just realized how easy it would be to produce some food in here. So I'm going to make it like that. I think, yeah, like this. So gonna mine out some more here. But I'm not too surprised about that. Alright. So with every episode, I'm having one colonist less here. I'm playing this game wrong somehow. The colony is shrinking and not growing. But well. Jane's only having a rank of 12 in mining? Okay. Definitely thought that this would have been more. Okay. No! So, okay, Flace is going to smash up randomly things. Yeah, whatever. Jane, are you please willing to... Oh, I don't have any spot to arrest people into anymore. So let's get that here. Stop this man before he destroys something we really need. There we go. Oh, he's not even snapping out of it right now. So I'm going to let him tantrum a little bit. If they're just having a randomized tantrum, I just wanted to check it out if I have a chance to convince the guy to snap out of it. But no. No chance. No chance. More visitors. What's up with this place? Why is everybody visiting this place? What's so special about it? Alright. Might be low food right now, but we're pretty close to having our big bad potato harvest. Oh, I suddenly think that I should be getting rid of all the donkeys. So don't know if that's going to be the way I do it, but let's wait for a moment. I mean, I think I should be fine here. That was in a morbid way a good thing about them both here dying. So Coyote and Caro won't be eating as much as before, that's for sure. So, alright. Hydroponics are getting closer to perfection. Oh well. Getting built actually, but let's clean this room. And let's check. Do I have a power connection? But it certainly looks pretty good. All right. So production, hydroponics, basins. I'm needing a geothermal first. I really like to assign a complete geothermal generator to one sun lamp. You have 300 watt excess power, yes, but nobody will ask about them. Okay. So let's pull some power cables through that. Just realized that I don't want to pull them through here. Okay, let's build some more Lurs light walls. It's exactly the amount of blocks I have left, so it's ideal. Alright. New lovers, Jackboot and Amanda, welcome. Welcome to your new happy place. You're going to get a steel bed. Doesn't that sound happy? Alright. And we're getting raided by the Eni of the Bush. So immediate attackers, which are ought to be extra smart. Okay. So let's see. I don't believe that these guys are actually extra smart. They don't even have rifles. They just heard that I finished that geothermal generator without a protective wall around it, and they were sniffing it from miles away, and they were like, oh boys, there's something to destroy. And that's why they consider themselves pretty smart, because they sniffed technology. Something like that. Pretty sure the story goes like that. Alright. There's Humps, my good old friend Humps. This guy keeps showing up in all of my series. I wouldn't be too surprised if I'm able to capture him again. So let's see. I'm going to release the animals. Release the manimals and get going here. Alright, Amanda is getting attacked from several sides here. Not too cool. Jackboot is getting chased by this guy named Cambiar. You write caviar differently, friends, but yeah. Okay. So, Humps is always a tough person, but Humps is dead this time. Rest in peace, Humps. It can't be every series with you included, my friend. So, let's check it out. Wow. Cambiar sliced up Jackboot quite nastily. So, Trout and Donkey, what's about that? Okay. So Trout is definitely a dead guy. The Trout has no left leg anymore. Trouts shouldn't have legs anyways. So a farmer named Donkey. Wow, what a beast! But I don't need any more constructors. Oh, he's not a farmer. He's a framer. I misread that. There's a slight difference between a farmer and a framer. Okay, but let's care for our people first. So Amanda is luckily not in any danger. I think I'm going to have to do some treatment on Jackboot. He's looking not too swell here. Overall, quite scarred person at this point. Oh yeah, we're having new owners for that one, so Amanda and Jackboot are allowed to bleed together. So bleed well. You love turtles. It's yeah, Amanda is all the pragmatic person and patches up herself. That's not bad. I don't have too many people available right now for medical treatment, so I'm quite happy with that. So I know that I would theoretically need colonists, but with the extreme desert environment, I always dislike the recruitment of prisoners a little bit more, because I have to feed these people. Like, I have to take care that they're not getting that they're not dying out of some circumstances. I have to invest food for a long time to get a new colonist, and here that's really noticeable. Like, we're still waiting for those potatoes. So Amanda is now having a bed rest time, and getting closer to today's episode's end, sadly. Wow, this place is really fun to play. Enjoying it a lot. The challenge is a lot higher than I anticipated, honestly. I thought it would be a lot easier to restart out here. But I'm really not ungrateful in any way. I just want to survive this time and not lose everything again. Also, it seems to me that I need a new place to burn corpses at, because obviously not having a crematorium yet. So for the time being, I'm going to make this my storage zone for corpses. And I'm going to cut this episode here. So thanks for watching, my friends. Always hoping that you're enjoying your time, and we're going to do more of that in the next episode. Until then, have a wonderful day, and goodbye.